Hello my crafty friends, it's Krista here from Second Chance Creation. This is just a very quick update in regard to my bit of absence and sporadic appearances with videos. As most of you know, probably not all of them, I've been away and my husband has had a cochlear implant. He's had a dead ear. His right ear has been deaf, or dead I should say, for well over 45 years. And he's had partial hearing on his left ear where he's got to wear a hearing aid, and I think it's about 8% hearing left. So he made the big decision to go for the implant after doing a lot of research in the last 12 months. Very excited. Now, I don't know if any of you know what is involved in a cochlear implant. So I'll give you a very brief journey in regard to it. He's had his first operation in 5th of February, and it was not a success. Mainly because a lot of the spongy bone formed around the cochlea itself, and they couldn't make the insertion of the electrodes. He was then referred to one of the top specialists in Brisbane here in Australia, and immediately he put him in to have the second operation done because this man specialises in babies' ears. So you can imagine how minute area he has to work in. So he felt very confident that he was able to insert the electrodes and finish the implant. And yes, it was a success. On the 6th of March, it was a success. So he had to recover only 24 hours, brought him back. I stayed at my brother's, so we went back to the house sitting area that we're staying at instead of going home, because home was 6.5 hours away, whereas this was only 3. He was then going to a closer town which is only 2 hours away to be switched on 2 weeks later. When they switched him on, they said that he would have 22 electrodes that are inserted just on one wire, which stimulate the nerves to the brain to activate the hearing. Well, and all 22 worked, which was just fantastic. Now, it's been a month this week that he's had the implant and the switch on. Now, it's not like instant hearing. It's actually nothing. It's just sound, it's just noises, very robotic. He can hear humming, he can hear screeching. When he was switched on, yes, there was nothing there. So the only way to identify a word was the length of the word. So if he had a word that said cat and then castle, he was able to identify cat only because of the sound and the length of the word. Not the sound, the length of the word. Well, since then, about 2 weeks later, there is training to do, and he's had to learn the alphabet again, the ABC. The words, short words, long words, word recognition, letter recognition, and then later on sentences. So each day I had to read out the alphabet to him, and he had to also say the alphabet. So I used to give him 3 choices of letters, and he had to identify which one I actually spoke. So that then moved on to the words. So from Bob, cat and dog, he had to choose which one I mentioned, so whether it was dog, cat or Bob. So now he's moved to sentences. And after the since the switch on, he's had 2 more appointments because they need adjusting. That part of the ear needs adjusting, the electronic side of it, as his hearing improves. The magical moment for us was about 3 weeks ago, after a training of long words. I stepped outside and called him. I said, "Check out this beautiful sunset. I'm going to take a photo of this, and if you stand there and I'll have the sunset in the background, it'd be like a silhouette." So he walked down. I said to him, and I told him beforehand just to walk down a little way and then turn around. So he walked down a little way, turned around, and as I took the shot, I said, "Beautiful." And my dear friends, he heard that word. Now this is still giving me goosebumps as I'm talking about it. And my mouth dropped, and he said, "I heard that." And tears just streamed down my face. I just could not believe that he heard. And from then on, it just accelerated more and more. So now we've gone from word recognition to sentences. So he can now hear me talk. Each night we have a conversation. He takes his hearing aid out of the other ear, and we have a conversation. The sentences I had to give him were to be very slow and each word pronounced quite prominently. Well, that has progressed now to a full-on conversation. I cannot tell you how much difference this has made to our lives. We have truly been blessed. Some of the miracles that these doctors perform is quite amazing. God's been on our side through this journey. It's been probably 1.5 years now. But by golly, my man can hear. So for those that aren't quite aware of what is involved, it's not instant hearing. No way. That part of the brain has to learn the ABC, the words and the sentences, just like we had to when we were little, when we were babies, when we said that first word, mama or daddy or papa or mama. Yes, that is exactly the same sort of journey. So I just had to share this with you all because some of you might not know and some of you do, and for those that did know, I'd like to thank you for your support and your well wishes. And also I've been trying to get a challenge organised, but we're still going to be away for another 2 months, so that's not just going to work for me because I'd like to be home for that. We're away for the 2 months mainly because the adjustments have to be done every fortnight as his hearing improves, which is just fantastic. And because it's closer for us to house sit to where we're going, it's only 2 hours, whereas we had to travel for the adjustment from home, it's 6.5. So in saying that, I'd like to also welcome my new subscribers. I know I've hit 400 subbies, I think, somewhere around there. It was over 400, but I don't know what's happened, but it doesn't really concern me. I'm just happy to craft and share my craft. But welcome to my channel if you're new. I hope you do get a bit of inspirations. If you go through my playlist, I'll have some crochet videos on there as well, because I know some of you ladies inquired about my curlicues. And also go and check out the other channels that I have subscribed to, very inspirational. So until next time, I will be putting up another couple of videos, as I am still joining a couple of challenges, but I'll have to ease off, step back a little bit now, because it's going to get hectic again for us. But in the meantime, I will try to support all you ladies out there. So until next time, you know what you've got to do. I'm going to do it a little bit while I'm here, and that is Happy Crafting. And by the way, what I'm zooming in here is actually Japanese silk. I was fortunate enough to get hold of this in an op shop, and it's absolutely gorgeous. It's just some swatches, but it's beautiful fabric. So have a great day, have a great night, until next time. And thank you again for all your support. Bye for now.